my fellow Alaskans. Today I just want to give a quick tutorial on how to make sure that you can see everything that we are doing here on Politadick. Facebook keeps changing their notifications, the way you're being able to see our posts, when you'll see our posts, or if you'll see our posts. We want to give you a couple of steps here to help change that, to make sure that you see everything, and I'll repeat, you get to see everything that we are doing. Down on the bottom of your screen, and this will be if any page that you go to, there should be three little dots there. Sometimes where I've got the promote there, they'll say following. You would click on that if the three little dots don't bring this up. And you just click the three little dots, and up will pop a screen, and you'll have your selections of stuff that you could do on this page. First thing I always like to make sure, and it's usually just a thumbs up on the screen in front of you, you make sure you've liked the page. By clicking like, it tells Facebook that you like what they are doing on that particular page you are following, and it makes sure that you get to see more of their posts. After I have liked and followed a page, I then go to Follow Settings, which is right here. And I have gone in and changed all of the settings to what it will look like default coming from Facebook if you were to just like the page and started following the page. The first thing you'll notice here is it has it set to default for your news feed settings. You can change that to favorite. I reserve that usually for my family and friends first, and then news second, and our state and legislators also fall in that category for all of my favorites that I want to see. What this does is make sure that when you open up your Facebook and those first news feeds that you see when you open up your page will be at the top of that list. So that way you get to see our post before you see somebody else's by clicking us as being one of your favorites. Just about everything I do out there, though, is set to default. Next thing you do is you go down to posts, and you can see here it's automatically set to highlights. You want to change this to standard, and I'll go back in there again. And by changing it to standards means that you'll get to see up to 5 post notifications per day on our page. We do on an average of about 20 posts a day. You'll get notified about 5 times that we have posted something onto our page for you guys to go and see. I always take the opportunity when I get a notification from a page that I'm following, that when I click on it, I scroll onto their page and see what else they have posted that Facebook decided not to notify me about, just so I'm caught up on all the current news for whatever channel I happen to be following. Once you click standard, the next step is you go down to your videos selection down there. And they have it set to highlights, and I want to change that to all notifications. This is for any of those videos that have been uploaded by a particular page. In our case, Politadick here has uploaded a video from Senator Natasha von Imhoff explaining her future vision for the PFD and how they plan on using it to spend on the state and capital budget, building ski trails and whatnot and things like that. And I want to make sure that when those kind of videos get uploaded, I get to see them and I get to share them to all these other pages, because it's really juicy information to find out what type of a thief we have down in Juneau, isn't it? So once I've clicked all notifications there, the really important one is live video. And I'll click on that right now. And that is to make sure that you have this right there, all notifications selected. All notification means anytime that Politadick goes live, you will get notified that we have a live video running right now. When I go live on something, it's important. It's usually a bill that is being pushed through down in Juneau that you need to be paying attention to. Often it involves giving testimony. So when I'm doing a live video, if I've gone live, there's a good possibility that us Alaskans need to be calling in and giving testimony. It's a great way to also make sure you're getting those reminders that you were supposed to call in this day for a particular chance to testify down in Juneau about a bill, like our state and capital bill, or the really important one coming up this Friday on the 9th at 1:30, and that's SJR1 that happens to do with our permanent fund dividend, putting it into the Constitution of Alaska, protecting it under the statutory PFD formula that's been there for decades. Now, to make sure you get those notifications that we have gone live, which a lot of people out there depend on to know that, hey, I'm supposed to call. You know, we all got lives. We're usually working at that point in time in the day when they're taking those kind of testimonies. By having this notification set up, at least if you got the app on your cell phone, a little thing will go ding and say you got a new notification on Facebook, and it will allow you to know that I've got a live stream going and that you should be checking out what it is. Could be something really important, and you need to be watching it right here and now. So make sure you select all notifications. Once you have all three of those things selected, there is just two more things that you can do. I also like to click on offers. I know my page personally, we don't have offers out there. I mean, we may one day in the future, where we do have hats for sale and stuff like that, but I have no store opened up yet for that. So one day we may have those, and this might be what offers stands for, but I have no clue. But I always select it just because it gives me one more opportunity to receive a notification from a page that I want to see. And the very last thing that I do once I've done all of that is I click update. And that is all there is to it, to making sure that you get notified every time Politadick's got something going on here on Facebook, to make sure that you get the latest, the greatest, the juiciest information all coming directly to you. Don't forget to like and share this video for all of your friends out there who can see how to make sure that they too can never miss a thing that is happening on Facebook. Have yourself a great day,